Lads and ladies, boys and girls, welcome. You just found the very thing that I looked all over the internet for, but I couldn't find it. These are the tricks to scoring super high scores in Mahjong Solitaire. The version of the game we are going to focus on is the one called Mahjong Titans. The reason why is Microsoft came out with their Windows 7 software, and this game was included amongst a few others as a free game. So there are hundreds of thousands of copies of this game out there, but the instruction sets to show you how to score, they're non-existent. I couldn't find them anywhere. But now, once you watch this video, you're going to be able to not only know how to score and how and why you get certain tiles that explode in score, and you're going to find out the pitfalls, the kinds of things that can stick you and won't allow you to finish out a game. You're going to be able to avoid them as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through a live game. And you see a still shot right now, and this is the beginning of that particular game that I have saved. I saved that game and ran a whole bunch of different scenarios on the ending of the game to show you why doing certain things will affect your score dramatically. Now, if you're a newbie to the game, don't worry. As we go through this live game, you're going to learn a bunch of tricks. But look right here in the center. This is the top level. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 levels in this particular Mahjong Titan game. Now there's 6 different layouts that you can choose from. This particular layout right here is called the crab. Now the crab I found for myself personally that it's the easiest one to get the highest scores on. Now before we go to the live game, let's look at the major categories of the styles of tiles in the game. First off, we have bamboo. Those are the tiles like these 2 center ones that have what it looks like little chunks of bamboo on them. Now the number of the chunks on the tile matches the number in the top left corner that you see on that tile. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different numbered tiles in the bamboo. And there's 9 different numbered tiles in the ball. And there's 9 different tiles in the sticks. I call these sticks, they're generally referred to as character tiles. All right, that's the main 3. Now there are 4 each of each of these tiles. You can see 2 ball tiles here, the number 2 ball tile here, and is there another one? I don't see another one on here. Now you can see a number 1 ball tile. There's 2 of them there, and here's another one down here. So the other one's buried and hidden. You then have specialty tiles, like these flower tiles right here. There's only 4 of those flower tiles. We just happen to get lucky and have them all up here on top. Now, then there's 4 tiles with a picture on them, and those are season tiles. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now we also have 3 colors of dragon tiles. There are 4 tiles of each color dragon. Got red. Here you can see that the 3 green ones are right here on top, and there's a black one. So you got red, green, and black. And you may have noticed this little tile over here with the bird on it. That's actually the number 1 bamboo tile. Now the last tiles we're going to talk about are the most important tiles in the game. They're the wind tiles. You got a north, south, east, and west winds. The you can see the south tile are red, north is blue, west is dark blue or purple, and the east tiles are green. Now let's go get the live game. Oh, by the way, if you'd like to see a written copy of this video, go look in the how-to section on Don Hall 2ND, donhallsecond.com. It's called Mahjong Solitaire, Mahjong Titans, how to get super high scores. And the URL is right there. But you can go at any time you want. And actually a copy of this video is also on that same article on that site, Don Hall 2ND. That's my son. He let me go ahead and post this for you folks over there on his site. So you can go at any time you want to donhall2nd.com and look that up. Now you can see here that I actually have saved right near the end of the game, so that you can see I have all of my win tiles still left on the board. This is where you want to get. You want to get to the point where you've removed every single piece you can remove except for the win tile. One of the win tiles is actually hidden right underneath this north tile right here is the other east win tile. Now when you click the top left corner here on game, you go to statistics, and statistics will show your top 5 scores. You can see that I've got 1,078, 1,077, 1052, all on the 24th of July this year, 22nd of July. All right, you can reset those and start over whenever you want. But there, right there is where you can look at fortress, dragon, turtle, different layouts, and check your top 5 scores. And you can see that by far I've scored higher in the crab game. You should go in here and click options and set up what you want here, but always save game on exit. That's what I click because it's the only way that you can even save a game. So I have that clicked, and I always continue the save game. As soon as I open it, opens up. So that's important. Now, whenever you get to a spot like I have right here and you want to save it, you just click out of the game and it automatically saves. So then as soon as you open it again, you can go right back to that spot and run several different scenarios of sequences on the removal of these important tiles. These tiles right here, the win tiles, when you run them together in the right sequence, I scored off of these 16 tiles 778 points just off of these tiles. So you can see that 778 points is 3/4 of the total points that I scored. I mean, I scored 1,070. It's almost 3/4, but an easy 2/3. So these are the most important tiles that you're going to run into in any Mahjong Titan game. So now we're going to go and click New Game, and you can either quit and start a new game. We don't want to do that. We want to restart this game. And so here we go. We are now live. Now these first 2, as you look around the board, anytime you put your cursor over a piece that is able to be removed, it lights up. So that simplifies things a whole lot. Now, any two tiles that you remove must be an exact match. So these number 4 bamboos in the center also have another of their buddies down here, but the other one is buried deep somewhere. We don't have any clue where it is. Now, these first two, since they're on top, have to be removed before anything directly underneath of them can be removed. Now, what I try to do is remove all 4 of the exact matching tiles at once. If you can. You can't always do it, but that's the goal. Now, down here at the bottom of the board, you have your time clicking off in seconds. You can see we're live right now. We have 0 score because all the tiles are on the board. There's 144 tiles, and we have 25 available matches right now. That's great. Now, to start this game, I'm just going to go ahead and remove those top 2 tiles. Now you can see I have red, green, yellow, and light blue boxes highlighted. The tiles in these different colored boxes are exact matches. Now, the number 5 sticks in the red boxes and the green dragons in the green boxes, all 4 of them are free right now. We can take them all off together. Once we do that, the number 3 sticks, which are buried, will be released, and we can take all 4 of those off. Now you look at the light blue box with the red sticks in it. There's actually a third one showing up right here, but it's way packed in the center of this top row right here, and so it's going to be hard to get to. It'll end up being one of the last ones in the game. Also notice on either side of it are matching tiles. We've got to clear both sides, this side of this one and this side of this one, in order to get to these 2 tiles. So this one's stuck in the middle here. You know that you're not going to be able to get it with these 2 tiles, along with the 4th one that's totally hidden. So you just go ahead and take off these 2 tiles here, because you know you're not going to get all 4 of the exact matches together. That's the basic concept that I use when I'm looking over a board. I see which single pairs that I'm going to have to take off, because I'm just not going to get the other pair to take off with them. But whenever you can take off both pairs, like you can here with the 5 sticks and the green dragons, you do that because you get extra points. You get 2 points for the first pair and 4 points for the second pair. That's your basic scoring right there. So now back to the game, and we're going to take off the dragons. Number 5 sticks. And that frees up the number 3 . So now after removing 14 tiles, we have a score of 20. The reason is we got 14 points for the 14 tiles, 1 point each, but we took off 3 sets of all 4 tiles together. So that's 2, 4, 6. That's our extra 6 points. 14 plus that 6 gave us that 20. You see how that works? Pretty simple, right? All right, now we're going to take these 8s off because we know we can't find their match very soon. Now, from the beginning of the game onward, what I try to do is to set up matching sets of 4 tiles. And so what you're going to have to do is remove many times, like these red dragons. Even though this red dragon is showing, those 2 were in the way. I mean, they were 3rd level. This is now we have, as you can see, we've removed all the 3rd level. The 3rd and 4th level, all of them are gone. So this is 3rd level here. These right here, all of these are 3rd level. These are 2nd level. These are 3rd level. 3rd level. So this set here we're going to remove the game for a second here. And you can see the flower tile. This is a little further than we're at right now, but we need to clear these flower tiles so that we can take them all off together. We'll remove these. That's clear, this one's clear, that one's clear, this one's clear, and this is next. Now we've got a 6, 6, and no other 6 is showing. We'll get rid of them. 7 bamboo, 7 bamboo up here. These 2 7 bamboos we can see are going to be later on in the game, next to the last pieces probably. Now our flowers are free. Our score is 30. What do flowers give us? You can take these in any sequence. Any sequence works. 55, that's 24 points we just got from the flowers. All right, when you can take the flowers back to back with the seasons, you get another extra bonus. So anytime that you can do that, it's great, but we weren't going to be able to do that here. Now you can see here that there are a bunch of single pairs highlighted. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get rid of the single pairs so that you can set up double pairs that you can run all 4 tiles together. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to take these 2 bamboos underneath with another 2 bamboos, so you can see we weren't going to get them all together. All right. Now the score is 57. We have a single pair of 9 sticks, which frees up, that gave us 2 points, that frees up these 9s. Now you notice we went from 59 to 63. Why did that happen? It's because both of those 2 pair were 9s. Even though they were different styles, they were both the same number. Whenever you can do a run of, let's say, 9s, you do a pair of 9 balls, a pair of 9 sticks, a pair of 9 bamboos, and maybe it uncovers another pair of 9. You just continue to get bonus points for doing that kind of stuff. So try to set that kind of thing up to where you're running number sets together. Like you look at my 1s, I've got 1 sticks and I've got 1 balls that have shown up here. Let's try and get those and run them all together and see what happens. Now you'll notice that we have all 4 7 balls and all 4 7 sticks available to take off right now. Let's remove them and see what the bonus points are that we get there. We're at 63 right now. 65, 2 points. 77, we just jumped right there because the reason being is this last 7 is an inside 2 rows down. It's right underneath that top 4th level 2 pieces, and so that's a bonus point. It's into the interior and it's down a couple of levels. So we just jumped from 65 to 77, 12 points for those 2 tiles. Now, what do these 7s give us? Four more. This was a bottom tile buried. This was partially covered. All right, these tiles. 4 more. All right, so bonuses, folks. We now have the 4 number 1 bamboo tiles. And we've got the 4 number 3 balls. All right, and we've got the 4 6 balls. Now, check this out right here. These two side by side, if you didn't have the other 2 6s, you couldn't get them out without removing all of these to clear the right side of this 6 balls. But working it together like this, you can get rid of them. And since we're on the subject of matching tiles side by side on the same row, that can be a problem. You look at these number 7s. The other 2 7s are gone, which means we've got to clear this and this in order to get rid of these 2. So they're going to be last in this row. As you can see, we've got to clear from this side to here and this side to there to get to those 2. Now, when it becomes a trap, if this number 8 sticks is underneath of here, we aren't going to be able to get to the other side of that number 8 to clear this one, which means we won't be able to get to this one to clear this one. That's when you lose the game. That's the trap I'm talking about. So you have to watch for these duplicates on the same row. That's another advantage to taking all 4 matching tiles off the board at the same time. You won't run into that problem. Of course, you also get a small bonus for doing that, but that's another good incentive. Now what we're trying to do, we've got the number 4 sticks, that one, this one, and this one. And there's another one around here somewhere. Yeah, that one over there. Now, what we want to do is get to those and get them off there so that we can get into the interior of these lines. So let's see, we've got a 5. Get rid of those. That's a single pair that we have to get rid of. There's the other 5 here. Oh, yes, we can get all 4 of them. That's good. Glad I found that. Now I can take this single pair of dragons and this single pair of 3s and a single pair of 4s. Let's see, where is that? There we go. Now we're set up to remove 2 pairs of the number 4 sticks. Excuse me. And this gives us our number 1s sticks and our number 1 balls to run together. The score, 147. 152. Look at that. One of these was buried. Oh, we got a bonus for running, see, sets together. Wait a minute. We don't want to do that. 162. 8 points for that set. And 12 points for that one. You see what happened? We ran 8 number 1 tiles together. But we ran them in sets of 4. We ended up with some pretty hefty scores right there just from doing that. Now, we want to get these 4 season tiles clear. So in order to do that, let's take the M&Ms, I call them. They're number 8 bamboo. Get rid of those. We've got 2 of these. Now, you look, we have 1, 2, 3 of the number 5 bamboos. This is cleared on one side. It's better to clear the pair that's going to clear up the sides of other, out of longer rows, and just leave this one for later. Now that clears the 9s. Okay, that clears the 2 here. And now we've got these 3 9s can all be removed. This one is stuck behind this 6, and it's a shame because this 6 this one, and this one is just missing this one for all four to come off. So we're gonna save those. We're gonna save those for later to come off together, and we'll take again, leaving this. We'll take this one and this one because it clears a wind tile and the season tiles. Now we're at 207. What do the season tiles give us together? 7 and 16. That's what 9? Oh yeah, because that was an inside. All right, so we got 9 for that one. To 32, 16. Nice. 9, 16. We got 20, 25 for those. Not bad. So now removing these two frees up the 6s for us to take off. 236, 245, 255. All right, got 10 for those last two. From this, you can see how we're getting, the tiles are getting more valuable the deeper we get down below the top level, and the farther in to the center of the board we get, the more valuable they become. Now let's get rid of some singles here. We're just trying to get rid of all the rest of the tiles that we can without removing any of the wind tiles. Now we've got the 8 balls. 88 to 96. Not bad. Nice little bonus. So what do we have left? Looks like the last 2 tiles to remove before the winds are those 2 4 balls. Now, here we go on the winds. This is the deal. Now, what we want to do right now, since we're going to run several scenarios on this particular setup, from here to the end, we're going to run the scenarios. We have 298 points right now. That's a long ways from 1,000, folks. So you know we've got to grab a whole bunch of points on the last tiles right here. We have, there's only 36 tiles remaining out of the 144 with a score under 300. So these last 36 tiles have got to kick some butt for us. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to click out of the game right here because, remember, it automatically saves. Then when we open this game back up, we'll be right here again and we can run some more scenarios. So click out. All right, we are back. Now the first set that I want to go through, I want to remind you about certain tiles. Now, you remember how the board was set up here. Here's the board side by side with the beginning board. Now you remember these exposed pieces right here. These are the same ones right here. These pieces right here are top pieces and the lowest valued pieces of the winds because they're outside pieces. They weren't buried. They were exposed right to begin with. And so they're going to be the least valuable, bring you the least amount of points. And so since they're on top, the other advantage of taking them first is they're hiding pieces below them, and we want to know what's below them. Having played this a few times, I know that the other east wind is right below this piece, this north wind right here in the center. And so the cheapest pieces need to come off the board first. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to take these 2 south winds, followed by these 2 north winds. Then the next exposed one was this west wind. We'll take this guy with him. We're saving these to last because they are, as you will recall, this one right here is straight down below here. All right, bottom level, that's 4 levels down. This one here is 2 levels down, right below here. And so they're going to be excellent pieces. Now, the next most valuable are these two here. As you can see, this one is 2 levels down here in the interior. This one is, I believe, right here. And so they're bottom pieces, interior pieces, and are going to be the most valuable. Now, the other really unique thing about the way these wins score is the more pairs that you run in sequence, the colors don't matter. The more pairs you run in sequence, the higher the multiplier is built into this game and the scoring part of it. And so what you want to do, what's important, is to save the most valuable pieces based upon the position they are on the board. You understand? These are the two most valuable pieces based upon the fact that they're deepest in from the outside and buried the deepest. Same with these two. These are the next two most valuable. You want to run those pieces last, okay? So the sequence of events in terms of running your win pieces is based upon the raw value of that piece because of the position that it is on the board when the game begins. So that's the real key to this. So now let's go back. 324. See, that only gave us a couple of points. Oh, 324. We were at 299. So far we haven't gotten much. Now, next we're going to go to, let's see. That's the interior. That's probably the most valuable one. This is a top piece. That was snugged into, let's take this one and this one. We jumped to 356. Then, I would say probably this one and this one. Ooh, we jumped, we jumped 100 points right there. All right, now the green, 436, 548. Ladies and gentlemen, that was sweet. We went from 436 to 548. That's 112. All right. Now this one, 548. Boom, 740. 548 to 740. That's 198, right? No. 192. 192 points for those two tiles, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now we're at 740. What do these two tiles give us? 740, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. From 740 to 1012 based upon two tiles. And the calculator tells us that's 272 points we got from just those last two most valuable wind tiles. Wow, great. All right, let's see what we've got left. We've got the 3. There's that other 8. All right. Now remember, this tile right here was down below the surface. Let's see. That was down underneath of here, bottom row. Yep, bottom row. That should be a valuable tile. The other one was underneath here. Let's see, 1022. Jump to 1036. Nice. All right, these ought to be cheap. 36 to 38. Yep. These ought to be fairly cheap. 38 to 46. That's 8. All right, the 2s ought to be better. Remember, this is moving in. This is worth more now. And this one was buried. 46 to 55. Nice, nice. All right, now we've got some fairly cheap ones here. 55 to 57. Yep, 2 points. Probably another cheap set. 57 to 59. Yep. These ought to be a little more. 59 to 66. Yep. Now, these ought to be pretty decent. They're inside. 66 to 74. And the last two, this one was buried. That was in the very center of that row. 74 to 90. Wow, I think that's my best score so far on this game. Let's go take a look. Statistics. Yes, indeed. 1090, 1078, 78, 77, 77. Very good. So now, I'm going to X out of here. And remember, you can see the written copy of this at downhall2nd.com. And in that, let me show you a couple of things that are in that. You can see different areas in there where I made comparisons of running different sequences of this last setup, and how actually 2, 8, 16, 80, 64, 80, 200, and 264 in that scenario, which is basically the scenario I ran here, with a little variation, one little variation, and then this is where I ran these same pairs and switched these two in the sequence, and it actually switched. They stayed the same in value, but it switched the sequential value, which shows me that the fourth pair of the east, these east tiles, this pair was actually less valuable than the other pair that I ran first this time. So if you can see that you have selected the value. If your scenario runs, the sequence runs increasingly larger, you know that you have used the value of the raw value of those pairs correctly. There are also there are a lot of different comparisons that I made with these. First time I went backwards to show you the difference, the next and the last time. Other comparisons that will help you to see certain things, problems and traps that come in here and there. So also there's another really great video you ought to check out while you're there at the site. Awesome video. Actually, it could change your life. Now, I believe at the bottom of this video somewhere, there's a link that you can click on and go directly to the site if you choose to. So thanks for taking the time to get smart on your Mahjong Titan